All right, Bev, we are here to talk about another winning relationship strategy. So these are the strategies that help us to get more of what we want in a relationship. So today we are going to talk about responding with generosity. And this is a hard thing to do because we aren't always so generous in our thoughts about our partner, especially in moments of conflict. So what do you want to say about how to respond with generosity and why this is such an important relationship strategy that we need to use daily?
Right. Well, I think I really love how Terry puts it that we're a team, we're an us, rather than the patriarchal one is over the other. And when I think of it like that, he talks about it's in your self-interest, in your enlightened self-interest, to respond to your partner as generously as you can, to give where you can, because you're a team, because this is your house that you share together. And if you're going to pollute it with anger and loud shouting and bad words or violence, it's going to impact on you as well. So that's what I feel about this ability to try and respond with generosity.
Yes, and I think that's really important to remember. It's not about sacrificing yourself to make the other person happy. It's putting out this more relational tool into the air you breathe because you're going to be breathing in, like you said, it's kind of your biosphere. You're going to be breathing in the benefits of that more relational interaction, so that then maybe they're more responsive in a different, better way. So you get the benefits of it. So this is not a self-sacrificing thing. This is good for me too. When I respond with generosity, I'm going to get more of what I want in the long run.
Right. I love that you bring that up, because it's not this altruistic, oh, I'm going to give up myself for my partner. It's a sacrifice, and I do this for the good of the relationship, for the benefit of the relationship, and even the benefit of those who come after, the
Yes.
children and the next generation.
Yes,
I love
beautiful.
that.
So now let's talk about exactly how to be more generous. So let's start with maybe like how to be generous in taking accountability or ownership. How can we do more of that, or what's our tendency to do the opposite? Maybe.
Okay, so I think if you can just take that pause, that relational mindfulness, when somebody is criticizing you, possibly, to think what part of this sits true for me and I should take ownership of. Yeah, I did do that and I'm sorry. And what part isn't mine? You can think of it like an egg being thrown, a raw egg on a windshield. Some of it will go just splat and down. That's not mine. I see that's yours, but some of that is mine, and I'm going to try and do better next time.
Yes, and that's so generous. That is generosity, to just take accountability wherever you can. Yeah, I do that. I struggle with that. I know I can be difficult to live with, whatever, but that's generous. Okay, so what are some other ways we can be generous in our responses with our partner?
So I think when our partners make requests of us, to see what we can give. So we might not be able to give everything. I know my partner loves me to, when I stack the dishwasher, to keep the blades of the knives down. It doesn't really matter to me. It sounds like a silly thing, but it's something that I can do. You know, I might not be able to have supper on the table at 7 like he does, you know, but that is something that I can make an effort to try and do.
Yeah, I love that. There's a lot of things in my relationship like that, like keeping the garage door closed. Like, it doesn't matter to me, but I'm going to respond with generosity when that request is
Exactly.
made and be like, sure, I can do that. I can work on that. That's a really good way to be generous.
And then
And
the other, sorry,
no, go ahead.
the second part of that is, I know with that example of the knives, that the next time I stacked the dishwasher, I had blades sticking up. and my husband made some kind of remark, and I said, hey, I'm going to need you to remind me in a kind way that I can do it again. I can give you what you need and what you want. And just by having said that, I remembered next time. He didn't have to actually remind me. Oh, he likes the knives down for whatever reason. It doesn't matter why, but I can do it. I can give him that.
Right. Which reminds me of one other way we can be generous, which is how we think about our partner. We can be generous in the stories instead of being like, oh, they're so particular and they're always nagging at me, but instead to change that to they have preferences and so do I. Like being generous in the stories that we tell ourselves about our partner, just being really generous about who they are and why they do the things they do.
Right. So. I love that. And I know we want to keep this short, but maybe we could think about it next time about that's what's sometimes missing in the repair work is that correction. I don't want you to scratch me. I actually like it here. Yes. And the generosity and saying, you actually know what you like and maybe I can give you that.
Yes.
But we could do another little video on that because I think it's a richer topic.
Yes, I agree. But this is a great thing to practice in your day-to-day, minute-to-minute interactions is generosity in your thoughts and in your responses and in your willingness to say, sure, I can try that. And yes, I did do that. I struggle with that. So practice generosity. Thanks, Bev.
Thank you.